First game of the day here. I'm currently 842 against 812 ELO player. So the advantage is with me. Will this put him under pressure? We'll see. But getting straight into it, let's get nice and quickly through the opening. So we're just going to play our usual pawns, knights, bishops, castle nice and early. Again, I think this is as close to a London as I can remember how to do. So we're going to stick with it. He comes with the rook, but we can block that and force the trade. After he comes down and wins the pawn, I can hit that, which also hits the knight, which is good. And again, we attack with my knight. We're pushing the rook back. Now I can start some development, hoping that I could play f4, but he pushes. So I offer the trade, and again, I'm hitting the rook again. He's there to take the bishop, but here we go. So we hit the king. Now we can take the free pawn back. He's threatening with the knight, but I'm not worried about that. I offer the swap here, and of course my rook can now get a back rank checkmate. But he spots it, but we hit it nonetheless, and now we can take the knight, which is free, because if he takes me, I win the rook. There we go. So he's going to get the bishop out of it as well, but we win the rook, and so it's simply now just a knight against a rook in the endgame. So providing I play this properly, I should be winning this. So we're currently +3, just looking to close out the game, and hopefully take the rest of his pieces and find a nice, easy checkmate. So here we go. We pin the pieces. So I'm free to take the knight if I want. However, I'm thinking we can push down and get closer to the end, so I win the race to promote. However, if he offers it next time, I think I might offer the trade. Now that pawn is getting close to the end. So here we go. I'm going to take the knight. He's going to take back, but of course I get that queen and he can't stop me now. So all we now need to do is use a queen to pick up the pawns, and we can't lose. Surely not. So here we go. We're going to pick up the pawn, hit him with check, and now we're going to... Oh, you're joking. No, I wasn't even considering that. I've just stalemated by complete accident. Oh, that's such a waste of a winnable position. Oh, well, there's game one. Oh, no. For our second game, we're here against an 877 rated player. I'm currently 841, so the pressure is on. But hopefully, if we win, we'll get a fair amount of points. So let's go. It's a nice early development, just pawns out, knights out. We'll trade the bishop and the knight early on, just trying to develop all my pieces and get the king to safety. I'm not entirely sure if that's the way to play the London or not, but I think it's the closest to a natural opening that I play. So we're going to stick with it. And here we're just going to pressure with my queen. Is he going to trade the bishops, or what's he going to do? Right, okay, so he trades a bishop, but that frees me up to get the rook in the corner. Okay, but he does play a nice move there, so we're going to have to trade queens, unfortunately. He takes, but then I take the bishop, so we're dead even again. I thought if he missed that, I could have won a free rook, but, you know, he came in with a queen. Now, this isn't great for my pawn structure, but we hit two pieces, force him to take, so we're trying to just split his pawn structure in the centre. He comes with the rook, we move, of course. He comes with the knight, we're going to have to move again. And now he takes. I'm thinking, what can we do? So we attack the knight. Oh, and we walk straight into a fork. Okay, that is very unfortunate. So this game isn't going off to a brilliant start. You know, I think am I distracted? I don't know. Let's not make excuses. Let's carry on with the game. So you've got to avoid the checks, of course, move out the way. And he hangs a knight. He hangs a knight. Okay, so we'll take that straight away. That evens things out nicely. So what? It's currently +14, but there we go, and he hangs a rook right afterwards. No way. Right, okay, so let's take the rook. He's going to take the knight back, of course. But what does that leave us? What, +2? Yeah, there we go. So it's a nice, even game again. So can we convert this? After we take the pawn, we can take another pawn. So it's a dead, even game. So we've turned that around nicely. First of all, I hung the rook, and then he's done the exact same thing. So can we convert this? So he moves out the way. Of course, we have to avoid the check. I'm looking at my rook thinking, how can I attack this? Where can I get him where he's weak? So, of course, that's a free pawn. Let's take that. Now, I'm looking at my other pawn there, so we're going to have to move out the way of the knight, of course. I'm looking at my pawn here thinking, can I push that up and potentially promote? So we attack the knight. He's going to have to move. I'm free to push up again. We're really close to promoting, but, of course, here, if I push the pawn, he's going to take it. But if I push the rook, he'll take the pawn. So there we go. I can protect the pawn with my bishop, but he fires straight back. So I'll move out the way and hit the rook. He hits my king. Now, he comes with the knight. Okay, so we're going to have to avoid that, but we can hit the pawn. And here he defends with his rook. I take the pawn, offering the swap, And here I'm thinking, he's put the king in. He's trying to block promotion. However, because the bishop is covering the pawn, I can attack with my rook there. So he's going to have to move to the right-hand side. There we go. And because that pawn is still protected by the bishop, I can now move and check him again, where he's going to have to run. And now if I push the pawn forward, like so, he's going to be forced to take one of the pieces, but I'll take the other and win. So there we go. He's had to take the queen, and I win the rook because of it. So we're just completely up on material here. And of course, if he trades that knight for the bishop, he's going to lose. So all I now need to do is get the knight. So let's attack it. And here we go. They're pinned. There we go. So we win the knight. So this is a completely winnable position. We've really turned this around nicely. And he resigns. No way. Okay, brilliant. So that puts us to exactly 850. Nice round number there. We get +9. Nice win indeed, especially after the stalemate that should have been a win. I'm very glad we got that. Coming off the back of a nice win, we're on to our third match here. We're against Shelley R13. He's 862. I'm up to the nice even 850, so I really don't want to ruin that and drop back below again. Hoping to keep pushing until 900 here. So let's go pawn, knight, bishop, get the queen out nice and early. Let's attack that centre. Of course he can't take it because of discovered check, so we'll take the pawn. He takes back, and I'm lining up that knight against the queen. He comes out, but we can hit that with a pawn. I wasn't looking at the bishop. I was not looking at the bishop. Okay, that may have been a mistake. So I don't really want to trade this straight away because then I'll just straight up lose my queen straight back again. I'm seeing if I can find an even resolution to this. So if I just hit the bishop and make him make the move. Again, I'm not sure. So if I take with the pawn, he's free to take the queen, but I'll take it straight back again. I just don't want to lose another piece. He backs up. So I'm now thinking he is +2, but I don't think I've done too badly out of that. And after he takes here with the knight, I could take it, but again, he'll just take with his queen and he'll be forking my king and my rook. So I don't want to take with my queen. So I'm looking at other options. If I hit him here, I can set up a nice checkmate down the centre. If he misses it, no, he takes the rook. He takes the free rook and misses the checkmate. Amazing, right, because that was a bit of a losing position, but we've turned around nicely with a well set up checkmate. Beautiful. So we get +8 there in the final game of the day, which puts us up to 858. So a nice bit of growth today. Unfortunate with the first game getting the stalemate, but 2 nice wins back to back, so we'll take it. Thanks for listening.